Hello everyone and welcome back to another part of working with the Stylophone and putting it through guitar pedals. So in this part I'm going to try and focus on volume modulation pedals. So we do have the Stylophone going into a Sonic Vol Wah, which is a wah and volume pedal, but I'm just going to use the volume portion if it strikes me, but I don't think it will for this video. And then from there we go into the next pedal on the table here, which this one is the Rowin Slow hand, which is supposed to be a Boss slow gear. I'm not even sure if this is going to work due to the nature of this instrument, but I'm going to try it. Then whatever the pedal is, it goes in directly into my audio interface. So let's try this out right off the bat. So pedal on. Not liking it, so let's turn. I don't know exactly which way this would go, so let's turn the threshold down. Unfortunately, it's not really working either way. Yeah, so I didn't think this would work, and clearly it's not really working, and the reason for that is that this reacts to an AC signal, so the hills and dips of a guitar signal. When you first pluck your string, it's louder, so then that loudness actually lowers the volume through this pedal, and then as the note fades, the volume fades back in. But this is outputting a constant single volume note, so it's not really working. And even if we use the vibrato, I don't think it's going to help much, because it's going to keep doing it. Yeah, because it keeps coming back to the same volume as well, so then it keeps resetting the pedal. It gets a little weird. Maybe adjusting the threshold will help this set a little bit. No. So yeah, didn't think it would work, but I wanted to try it either way because it would be really cool if it did. So that was a fast one. Next pedal. Like I said in the last episode, some of these have been on my pedal board, so they're kind of dusty. Sorry about that. Not the greatest presentation, but oh well. Alright, so here we have the Behringer Ultra Tremolo, which it's basically going to do the same thing as the other pedal, but it's going to do it more consistently because it's going to be at a set wave and it's not dependent on the signal coming from here. It's going to do its own thing. So let's see what we got here. So let's turn the rate to noon and the depth to noon, and right now we have it set where it's going to be a saw wave, where it's going to be angular, and we can get it where it's more straight up and down, where it's going to be just on and off. We'll try that a bit as well. But for now, let's just go with as much of a sine wave as we can. Let's turn the depth up a little bit, rate down a little bit. Very cool. Let's turn the rate up a bit, actually. Very cool. Let's turn up the signal to medium. thing could still use a little bit of ambience. Part of me really considered trying to set this up to have the reverb pedal also in here, just to have a little bit of reverb, but I wanted the pedals to speak on their own merits with this thing. But yeah, I do think that this could use a little bit of ambience still. It's very interesting. Let's see what happens if I do something like this. Wonder what if I turn the depth down. I usually like the depth all the way up to get those kind of choppy notes, but if I turn it down, okay, it's really interesting. What's the depth? If I turn the vibrato on with it, it's kind of hard to hear it. I don't know how much more I'm gonna be able to do with this, but it is pretty cool. I'm kind of out of ideas, so I will move on to one extra one, but it's not really gonna be volume modulation. But we'll do it either way. Alright, so here we have the Behringer Graphic Equalizer. This one is going to filter the sound it can kind of do the same thing as the wah pedal, but it can do it, obviously you can't control it expression wise, but it can do like a single filter. So if there's like a single sound that you really like in the wah, then you can do that with this pedal, but we also have a lot of different options. So it acts as kind of a boost, first of all. Then we can start doing things like we can actually, like, if we wanted like more of a padded drone, let's do something like this. Okay, so obviously without ambience, it's a little more difficult to make it a ambient drone, but if I do something like this. what if we go the opposite way? Alright, cool. What if I do like a mid bump thing? So I guess you can kind of, obviously I've been sitting here messing with this for a little while, messing with the filters, making different sounds, but you couldn't, since it is, a toggleable effect, you can just use it as like a solo thing to make the filter, so you have like a main part. And then you turn it on, and then you just go into a solo or something. And then something, you might be able to combine this with the wah and actually make it a little better if you like invert this. Now the problem is that problem The problem is that the problem area of the wah is in the mids, but the mids is where I think that the sweep is mostly lying, because that's where guitar usually sits in a full band mix. So yeah, this is not turning out as good as I would have liked, but maybe if I had a different wah pedal with a bass wah pedal, it might work a little better. What is that buzzing? Very cool. So that might work even better if with the filtering might work even better without the vibrato on it, since you just get the basic notes. It's not a big difference, but there is something, obviously. I don't know, I'm having a hard time coming up with something new now. If we do the scoop mids thing. Ooh, that's interesting. Alright, well, I think I've messed around with these for enough, for long enough. Hopefully you got a general idea of what these sounds can do. I think it's super freaking awesome. Definitely, it just adds more creativity to have more tools available compared to the Stylophone, which it's not as basic as it could have been, as I've said before, but it's a little basic for me personally. It's hard for me to, especially for mastering it. I feel like you really have to master the Stylophone if you want to make it sound impressive without extra effects, which I am not good at mastering anything. But if you also thought this stuff sounded cool, I will have affiliate links hopefully in the description, which will link to all the stuff that I've used in this video, at least audio-wise. The affiliate link doesn't add any cost to you, it just helps put a little bit of that money in my pocket instead, which helps out a lot. If you found this video informational or interesting in any way otherwise, please leave a like. And if you really liked the video, please consider becoming a member for the channel. It's also another way to help me out financially. That's all I have to say for now, so I'm going to say bye-bye.